Hi, so this is Naveen Ferguson. You've reached the channel. Welcome. Um, I am Naveen Ferguson, and we are doing a reading for Virgo for the month of March 2022. So, Virgo, we are doing a monthly reading for you, or a month reading for you for the month of March 2022. Virgo. Okay, so as just a lot of energy is just going around in my environment right now, please forgive me. I'm trying to focus in. Okay, so that is interesting. Virgo. So we're going to be doing 4 weeks. Okay, something happening here. This is an interesting shape. Almost like an eye shape. But let's see how this goes. So is this in the camera? Yes, it is. Great. And okay. It almost seems like I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So Virgo, Spirit is telling me, okay, we're going to be doing the 4 weeks for you. This is week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. These seem like your energy right up here, but Spirit is telling me in the month, for some reason, you're having some levels of anxiety right here. And these right here are going to be depictions of the type of anxiety that you might be going through in the month of March for whatever reason. And Spirit is also going to give us some advice on how we can overcome these anxieties or how we can use them to our advantage, if that is a thing. Or overall, just gives us the best understanding on which we need in order to come out successfully. I feel that, well, it's very clear there's an angel message or something is going to be in this space right here, because this really does look like an eye. So we'll go and we'll follow Spirit's lead in this. That is definitely what I'm seeing here. So, Virgo, in week 1, okay, so you have the Page of Pentacles. You are going forward in some type of capacity. I feel for some of you, this is definitely business related, but I also see in some of you, it's almost like you're taking some time for yourself. That is interesting. And I think I almost feel like it's a majority of you. I think it's a handful of you when it comes to business related, but I feel I feel you just have a lot on your mind in the first week of March, Virgo. It's like you have the Page of Pentacles, and you're kind of saying to yourself, you know what? I need to take a break. I need to invest in myself. I need to pamper myself. And you also have a certain almost forlorn understanding that's within you, like just going through the motions, as it were, or you feel like you need a break from the motions. That's for a lot of you, I feel. I don't know if it's burnout. Maybe it's burnout from work, or maybe it's a sense of like wondering what's next for you in life. That sense of you don't necessarily know where you're at, where you're going ish, kind of, sort of like that. Um, it's not that anything is necessarily bad in your life, or there's no upheavals. I don't feel any upheavals. I just feel a sense of almost like bewilderment in such a way. And let's get some clarify. That was like 2 words together, clarifier. So let's get a clarifier to assist with the Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay, so you got the Hierophant. In fact, let me bring it closer to the thing. So you got the Page of Pentacles in the first week, okay? From what I was talking about. And then you got the Hierophant to clarify. Yeah, you have a lot on your mind. But this is like more about where your next steps are in the world, or how you're seen in the world of some sort, or if you're taking care of yourself. Is this the right path for you in this world? It's more of it's the Hierophant brings more of that external feeling and not necessarily an internal feeling. And that's why I was more so in the physical sense, because the pentacles are more so the physical element, whereby you were taking care of yourself, like pampering yourself, taking a break. You know, your physical self is kind of burnt out in certain respects. So you just have, you want some clarity. I don't know. You feel in that sense of unknowingness, unsureness, you know? But the Hierophant came in to clarify to also say that it's not like anything is just disgruntled or disruptive. You're just trying to find your way through. It's a very complex thing to say and to do. But the Hierophant is also saying that um, you take more of a logical approach into how you're feeling. Bring forth some pros and cons, okay, and connect them to what makes you feel what, okay, if that makes any sense. So that's what I'm getting from the Hierophant. Let's delegate your emotions, delegate your life, and put things. Let's organize things and make it very clear as to what could be causing these type of feelings, and assess yourself moving forward from there. And let's look at the anxieties that's really plaguing you in that regard. Yes, the Knight of Swords. Yeah, you feel like your anxiety is like you feel like you're standing still and you really want to be moving forward. Okay? And the Knight of Swords is a very action oriented card, moving with swiftness and assurity towards a purpose. And right now, your anxiety is you're not feeling that. You're not feeling like you're moving forward. You feel kind of stuckish. You know, you're not stuck, but you feel kind of stuckish. You know, it could be some type of heavy energy in the first week of March, Virgo. So that's your anxiety regarding that. And I feel Spirit saying give a clarifier towards your anxiety to help you with that connection feeling. Yeah, again, we have the Two of Wands. So before you is lying two paths, and of course some of you have way more paths. But regarding wanting to move forward, um you're like this man right here with the Two of Wands. You want to move forward, but you're not sure how to move forward. Should you continue on the road that you have been traveling on? Has it been fulfilling you? Has it been sustaining you? Has it been giving you a level of purpose, a level of excitement, maybe? Whatever you're looking for in your life is a sense of security. You know, some people want a sense of security, you know, and he's just like sitting right now, not sitting, but standing and looking, deciding. He's not technically moving just yet. He's trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? So that's what your anxieties are right now, which is totally understandable. So in the first week, that's what's happening with you. So let's take a look at the second week, Virgo. Look at that. So in the second week, you've made a decision. On the second week, you're starting the now right here. I feel the slight bewilderment still, okay, but it's now compiled with optimism. Okay, the Six of Swords is someone who's going towards calmer waters, someone who's going towards more peace, more fulfillment in their life. Okay, Virgo. So you've made a decision within the first week, clearly, or by the end of it, especially what was happening here when you were doing the pros and cons, remember? And assessing which road really brings you that fulfillment. I think for many of you Virgos, you're to a place in your life where you're just like, you know what? I want to live my life. I want to live for what I want, but you want to fully be sure of what you want because you probably were in like a system, you know, sometimes a little bit of a cog in the wheel and you feel like just like eh, you know what I mean? It's like, is this it? Is this all that life has to offer? You know what I mean? That's how you were feeling in the first week, kind of, sort of. So in the second week, you're taking a step forward. You're taking a step forward towards what is possibly going to fill you up with more passion, possibly going to fill you up with more excitement. If you look here at this picture, this is the Six of Swords, and the swords in this particular sense is a lot of words, a lot of how would I put this? The spirit is telling me those walls that were built in your mind over the years of people saying you should do this, this, and this to have a happy life. And just like, you know what? I hear you, but that's not me, you know? And you still have those hitting in your mind, but you've taken the initiative to say, you know what? I don't know what necessarily is out there per se for me, but I have an idea of what direction I want to go to, and you're taking a sense of an investment into yourself, an adventure to go after it. But you're going after it in a rational approach. Notice the waters are calm. Okay, this lady is pushing the oar, if that's called oar or something like that, where she's feel like to do that in this particular thing. It's not almost like a gondola, I think, or whatever. But I think certain sticks in this regard, it's like they press against the actual earth that's underneath the water. So they're still hitting stable ground to help guide them. Okay, it's not necessarily a paddle. It's not necessarily going with the waves or with the flow. There is actually order in this movement. Okay, there's a lot of like foliage, I guess, or like growth, okay, of leaves and whatever have you, slightly murked, but that's only because it's like you again, you're not entirely sure, but you're deciding to go towards a combination of a logical, like it's more logical, but it also has that level of emotion in your logic. Okay? The logic is within the blue, within the swords as well, within everything here, but the emotion is the sea, and you've calmed yourself to a certain place. You're still slightly forlorn, like I said, but it's forlorn in an optimistic way. It's like, you know what? I'm not exactly sure, but I'm gonna take a chance anyway. But you're gonna do it with a plan, okay? And Spirit is telling me get a card for clarifier. Oh, okay. Yeah. See, there you go. The Three of Cups. So, like I said, you are following a level of your passion, but you are doing it in logic. You're not gonna like destroy the moon and just to see how the tides might react. You know what I mean? Um, and Spirit is saying with this clarifier, yes, this is the time in the second week. Begin to explore, begin that approach towards what really fulfills you, what really makes you happy. Okay? And I haven't really been saying much options regarding like business or relations or a personal project or anything like that, because this seems like this can be almost for any endeavor of anyone's life, because we all have been there. We all have been searching for where we belong or what really brings us to a place where we feel like we're living life. You know what I mean? And the thing about it is, we all go in chapters. 10 years you could feel this, and the next 10 years you feel something totally different. And you need like a change. You know what I mean? And Spirit is saying, yes, this initiative is going to be bringing you great happiness. Okay? It is also going to attract some people to your side, Spirit is telling me, as you go on. That's going to be edifying you and fulfilling you in your decision. That's very important. That is very important, Virgo, because like I said, with these swords, you had these walls over the years that were built up in your mind that kind of almost like stopped you from trying. Okay? But you have those two or three very close personal friends in your life with the Three of Cups who's gonna listen to you, gonna feel where you're coming from, and they're going to edify you and encourage you and help you. Okay? So that is what's happening in the second week. And let's see what your anxiety is regarding the second week. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. Now that makes perfect sense. I'm going to bring these cards a little bit closer so they're a bit more in frame. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Okay, so notice what I said. You are moving forward in the second week, but you're doing it logically, but you're doing it with a level of passion. Okay? And the Nine of Wands is your anxiety saying, well, I've done all this work. all these years, all these stresses I had to go through, and does this mean I'm going to give it all up? Does this mean your name is going to change, like your clout, or your reputation, or the way your lifestyle, how you've become accustomed to your particular friends or anything like that? These are your anxieties. This is perfectly normal. Okay, the Knight of Swords is someone who's been toiling and toiling away, and he's almost to the Ten of Cups. And it's like that's where you're at. It's like, how do I get that Ten of Cups? What is that Ten of Cups? I'm sorry, Ten of Wands. Okay, that completion of my life's work, or the completion of where I'm supposed to go next. Okay, and all this work to throw it away. You don't want to necessarily throw it away, but you want to be able to change. You want to still keep the work, that the gifts and the earnings that have come with your history thus far, but you also want to change. So I can understand that anxiety. I think we all can, Virgo. I think we all can understand that anxiety for real. Um, but I'm sure that when you make these changes, whatever you've built up, it is only going to become elevated, accentuated. And you'll also probably, in Spirit is telling me, you'll also start to see what really is for you in what you have manifested and what really isn't. Because Spirit is telling me that some of these things that you even worked for, they weren't even you, Virgo. They weren't even you. They came from the possible wishes or possible advices of certain people who are trying to live vicariously through you, live their life through you, or dictate to you how to live your life. And they've come from some of these swords down here, those walls. Okay, so some of those works that you've even brought apart in your own world, they aren't even your lifestyle. They're not your thing. Okay, so those are healthy anxieties to have. Actually, it gives you more critical thinking. I think it's quite fine. And Spirit is telling me get a clarifier for that. Look at that, the Lovers. Yeah. So, like I said, and the Lovers can entertain choice, it can entertain relationship or whatever. But what Spirit is telling me right here is really to edify what we just said. These Nine of Wands, there are only a few things in there that's really you, that really gives you the love, really gives you the passion. Okay, and the other things will just, you won't even care when your life changes. They'll fall by the wayside because they weren't you to begin with. Okay? So Virgo, let's go to the third week. Wow, look at that. The Knight of Wands, Virgo, in the third week of March. So, pay attention now. We were thinking in the bewilderment phase, and then we decided to take an approach. We didn't know necessarily where they approach, but take an approach, start a movement. And in the third week, you are in that starting levels of passion. And you have a certain groundwork, because you see, before the Knight of Wands is the Page of Wands, okay? Which is more so a beginner. However, the Knight of Wands is someone who has levels of experience, has levels of reputation, has levels of, resources, okay? And that is from here, the Nine of Wands, where you have certain things that are for you and certain things that weren't ever for you to begin with. Now, the Knight of Wands in here is clearly someone who's going towards a passionate fulfillment. They're on their steed. They're going toward their stride. You're going to be going now in a level of excitement, now in a level of purpose. Like whatever transitions between the second week and into the third week has given you more clarity. Okay, the sun is even out, and Spirit is telling me take a look at that. Whereby the second week the moon was out, you weren't fully sure, but the third week, yes, you are sure. This is the starting directions for you. The sun is now coming out. You're seeing more clear, and you know where to really invest now your next chapter in life. Okay, I'm not going to say now you know where to invest yourself. No, I'm not going to say that because Spirit is telling me to be very exact with this. This next chapter of life, because we go through changes. Okay? The third week it will become more clear to you. Okay? You'll breathe in that strength. Okay? And Spirit is saying, what are your anxieties regarding that? Oh, that is amazing. Ace of Cups. The anxiety is that you when you find what really makes you tick in this new chapter of your life, your anxiety is like, are you going to be overtaken by your passion? Because you'll love it so much, it would seem. You will be like super happy giddy, but with the same time of a level of control and self-control. You're exercising that, but it's like it's an overwhelming joy. And it's like it's changing you. This love affair, this is the loving cup from the universe that pours really into you. But since we have more into the anxiety understanding, it's almost like your anxiety is that you're going through a change, is what I'm trying to say. And it's a good change, which is a good anxiety. You being poured love for, yes, this is fulfilling me. Yes, this is me. This is me. The Ace of Cups is really that pure essence of love, pure essence of what fulfills you, what fills you up. Okay? And that is what the third week is going to be bringing. You're going to be starting on that new journey in that regard. And that is the anxiety. You're going to be fearing that, wow, you're changing a lot. And it's going to be a little bit scary. It's because you're going to start asking yourself again, who is this person? Like, I didn't know I could do my passion so well. I didn't know that I could go into this passion. You didn't even know it was an option. And you didn't know you'd meet these particular people. You didn't know you were capable of doing this particular thing. Okay? And then you didn't know you could feel these type of ways. Okay? That's your anxiety. And that's actually a good anxiety to have. It's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful change. Okay. So let's go to the fourth week. Whoa, this is nuts. So, Virgo, the Knight of Pentacles. This is, Spirit is telling me, yes, Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving investment as a general sense, but it is a stability. It is a sense of complete purpose and understanding, and building oneself up in this new foundation. Okay, almost like you are. I can't find the words right now. I don't want to confuse you, but the point is, in the fourth week. Okay, so the third week you went into it. You saw what it was, and the fourth week is basically commitment. You say, you know what? This is me. This is totally me, and I'm never going back. And not only when you accept that, yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Once you accept this new you, then further abundance, which you did not even know was possible, will start to manifest. Slow and steady, you will see it. Okay? Not only will it manifest in your heart and in your mind, it'll manifest physically. So your body will be changing. Your Spirit is telling me a lot of you are going to become healthier. You're going to be breathing better. Spirit is telling me. Some of you, your muscle definition is actually going to get better. That's a good thing. Your finances are going to become more mature. Spirit is telling me. Spirit is telling me, not to say that you will be getting more finances in your life. That will come. That continues to come. That continues in your logical steps, in your practicality, and your planning as you make a full-on transition to this new way of lifestyle and everything. But when it comes to the maturity of your finances or your resources, you will understand where they would be best suited to reflect you and your wishes now and moving forward in the future. Okay, gone will be the days you're living your life only partly for yourself, and then the next part is living for other people. You have in the month of March, you've been starting this transition to truly live, and that'll become way more evident in this total transformation at the fourth week. And let's see what your anxiety is. Whoa, that makes perfect sense because this is tiring. Oh my god, because the energy of the forlorns is like, ah, oh my goodness. Then the optimism hits, and then the excitement, and then it's like, okay, settle down, let's get it together, you know. So after all that, your anxiety is okay. You think you need to rest. You think you need to rest. You don't necessarily want to rest, but you need to rest. Okay. So the anxiety in this part is also another good thing. It's like, you know how sometimes you enjoy doing something so much, and you feel like if you stop for one day, you get that anxiety, you know. But it's healthy to stop. It's healthy to take a break. It's healthy to breathe. It's healthy to reflect. Virgo, okay. So that's the anxiety. Just the new life. Take it all in stride. Take it all in stride. Now, originally this was open up for an eye. Looked like Spirit wanted an eye here. And we're going to do an angel message right here and an angel clarifier for the month of March, Virgo. The angel message for your month of March, Virgo. That makes perfect sense. Justice. So, in this sense, justice is bringing towards you things that have been cultivating in the background, in the ethers. Your spirit's telling me good karma is now starting to manifest and come to you tenfold. You will now start moving the scales to live your life, your happiness, your truth, your authenticity. Okay? The blindfolds are going to start coming off, and your days are going to start looking brighter. Okay, Virgo? And the clarifier of that, look at that. The Queen of Swords. This is someone who's living boldly for themselves. No muss, no fuss, no nothing. It's like she sees clear. She sees truth. She cuts through all the nonsense. Okay? She's nurturing herself. Okay? She's very witty, very intelligent. Okay? And knows what she wants. And this is what Spirit wants for you, Virgo. Spirit wants you to live your life. Okay? Okay. So Virgo, if this has helped you in any way, and I really do hope it did, please like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and if you feel like supporting the channel, please feel free to donate to the PayPal link in the description box below. I wish you all the best.